I just start my my presentation. This is my session about it's a new session that I have created. It's a built-in check-in app in Power Apps, integrated with Power Automate and Power BI. And also at the end, I put all things together and set it into teams. So I just would like to see, let you know the possibilities and how well everything is suitable for everyone, for every business case. So let's get started. First of all, of course, thanks for all the sponsors. Without them, we don't have this great opportunity to have our virtual events. Thanks to 3M and Point Fire. I'm not sure you already joined their sessions, but if not, please feel free to do so. So a little bit about myself. I'm Michelle Wong. I'm a Microsoft 365 consultant. I'm also an MVP of business applications. And my focus mainly are consultancy, of course, but also on SharePoint Online, Microsoft Teams, and all kind of sorts of Power Platform. I like it a lot. I'm an owner of 365 Power Consulting Services. And over here, you can see my Twitter handle and my LinkedIn link. So feel free to get connected. Yeah, my daughter draw a lot. She's 11 years old, but I promised her to use my her graphics as much as possible. So I set it into my speaker profile. For this session, I'm thinking about a business case scenario. For example, if a company would like to track users and customers' appointments, they want to know what kind of services we have provided, which locations, and after all, they want to have something like a status report. Also, they can keep track on new sales opportunities, and if we go to the customer, then maybe we can add some remarks on our Power App, so we can do some rework afterwards, or anyway, if anything else. So here are some requirements. We use the GPS of our mobile phones. We can use the GPS to check in our location, and also use the Power App GPS to check in to grab our location where we are, and also use the camera function, so we can take some pictures on machines or something. If it's not needed, we can make some photos and upload it into our SharePoint list as a backend resource, and then afterwards they can maybe do some summary to the customer or some reporting. We use some simple Power BI dashboard reporting, so I can show it you, and also at final we put it all together into a Microsoft Teams team with different tabs and so. But I will show it in the demo later. This is the flow. We use SharePoint list as a source. And Power BI will be connected with the SharePoint list, so it can read all the information what we have saved into the SharePoint list. Besides that, we also have a Power App that I've created. I can build a simple Power App app that is linked with the SharePoint list as resources. And also we use some components of Power Apps, like a map view, to see where are the locations are, and also the status, so we can see what kind of issues are open, or is it completed, or is it just started. Also, we have some Power Automate flows. One is a check-in flow. Just depends on what is handy for us. We can choose to use a button in our Power Automate app to press on a button, or I can use a Power App to do a little more configuration. I can fill in some text fields, or I can grab my camera and take some photos. If so, then I need a Power App to do this for me. Another flow that I've created is a refresh Power BI data, because there is not a direct Power Query with SharePoint list and the Power BI. So I need to use a Power App flow to do a refresh for me for the data. And when the data refreshes, it will show into my Power BI report. So it's all are connected to each other together. Also, of course, we have Microsoft Teams, and also Teams we can use a tab to directly show our Power BI report, or we can add the Power App app into our Teams. It's also possible. And finally, we can also use the flow boss to call the flow list and say, hey, Flowbot, please do a refresh for me for the data. So this is the overall feel of the flow. And now I am go quickly to all setup things and some main points that you have to think about. Some tips are also provided, and then afterward I can show my demo all applications all together. This is just a simple SharePoint list where I have a person who is in charge of this appointment. What kind of service is in choice list? What's the status? By default, it's started, but we can change it into another status of the ticket, and also save the longitude and the latitudes of the location. That's the coordinates we use from GPS function, and also a date and an extra field for some remarks. Yep, this is something like how it's looked like. Some names, the items, and in the SharePoint list, we also can use the attachment column. So we can upload some photos if we create this item by a Power App. So all fields will be saved into the SharePoint list. So that's only the SharePoint thing that we have to do. On second, with Power BI setup, we have to use the Power BI desktop that you can download from the App Store or the Windows Store, and install it into the Windows machine. And with your credentials, you can connect to the SharePoint list. Over here, you have to specifically get the data from online services, and then choose SharePoint online list as the data source. Then you paste the site URL into it, and with your login credentials of Microsoft, you can get your right connection. One thing you have to notice, to use the basic of Power BI, you have an extra Power BI Pro license for this. But you can also create a trial. You can use it as a trial first, and if it's possible for your business case, then you can buy a license as well. Here's some extra setup. When the data is connected with a SharePoint list, you will get, I have a people picker as a column from a SharePoint list, but in the Power BI, it will see it as a person ID, a person ID from the Microsoft tenant. So if you take a look at over here, in the SharePoint list column, it's a column name, but in the Power BI system, if they look at the backend, it will be a person ID. So to do so, you have to say, hey, transform my data. And on the right side of the Power BI data field, you can say, hey, field value as text. You have to uncheck all and then only select the person in charge. And then it will automatically show the display name of the person in charge field. So because if I say, hey, person ID number 2 has been visited client customer ABC company, then they don't know who it is. So you have to transform the data into a readable name. So just like SharePoint list, and this is the thing you have to do with the setup. Okay, then in the Power BI, of course, you have to create some reports and dashboard things. You have some visualizations, as you will see. You can, I just make some data fields, the status report, and some counts of service that we have provided. So a simple Power BI dashboard has been created. When this is finished, you can publish it, and then it is in the Power BI online, in the Power BI studio, so you can use it over there. Then in Power BI, you also have to refresh your schedule refresh of your data set, and you do it on the Power BI online desktop version. In your workspace, you select the data source and you can schedule your refreshes. Please keep in mind there is a limit of 8 refreshes every 24 hours. So you have to notice when are the good times to do your refreshes on your data. Okay, then we go over to the Power App setups. If you want to create a Power BI app into your Power BI, you have to click on the icon Power Apps for Power BI, and then you will see some kind of wizard that you can use. The next thing is select the fields that you want to connect it with Power Apps, and then click on the create a new app or choose an existing app so that it is integrated with each together. As you see in the step 3, you will see an extra component, Power BI integration into your app. That's the only connection you have to do with Power BI and Power App. So when the connection is created, then you can go over to your Power App Studio. And in the Power App Studio, you can create the Power App that you would like to see how it looks like. In this example, I have created. Oh, sorry. In this example, I've created an overview of all the open tickets, of all the tickets actually, and then with a filter, I can say, hey, show me all the tickets, show me or filter it. The tickets that it's in process or maybe on hold, so I can see the details of those. This is a gallery. Also in the Power App, I have a view and report. And the report, it is connected with Power BI, and I have added a new component that is created by. It's just a new feature, new components as a map view. And I also integrated this into this Power App. In the demo, I will show you all the details of this part. Then we have the Power Automate setup. In the Power Automate setup, I have created 2 different Power Apps Power Automate flows. One is a trigger. When I click on a button, then I have to fill in some informations like a service, work descriptions, and maybe some remarks, and then it will save into an Excel sheet for me, just to be safe. And then also it grabbed my profile and add all the information into the SharePoint list. That's only thing what this flow does. Here's an example on the mobile view. If I install my Power Automate, I click on the buttons and then I see a green button like here, demo check-in location. And this then if I click on the green button, then I will see some necessary information that that it is asking, and then I fill in those fields. I say, hey, it's finished, and then it will save automatically a new item into my SharePoint list. That's what this flow does. The second flow that the second Power Automate flow that I've created is only refresh the data set. If I am in a Power App, I update some information, then it is published into my SharePoint list, but it's not published into my data set. Sorry, my data set of Power BI isn't refreshes, so I have to do this manually. So in my Power App button, I have a connection with Power Automate, and I say, hey, just refresh the data set that I just updated and update that into my Power App report. So that's what this flow does for me. Yeah. Last part, that's the Microsoft Teams setup. When I click on my Power App, on the three dots, I can say, hey, add to my Teams. And then I can download the app as a zip file. And in my Teams, if this feature is enabled, of course, from the Teams admin center, you can upload your app over here from the left-hand side. Click on the apps and then upload a custom app. And then if I choose upload the app for and then the tenant name, in my case it is 365 Power, you can say upload it for everyone or just upload it for my team. And when you have uploaded, you see, as you see over point 4, it's built for, and then you see the app that is provided for everyone or for your team. If you upload this, you can see it into Teams and you can edit as a tab or edit as an extra button. As I said before, one requirement, the admin needs to enable upload a custom app. You can do this on the Teams admin center. If you want the app as an extra button on the left-hand side in Teams, then you have admin rights to do this. And then here are the steps how you can do it. Just click, go on to the Teams admin center, click on the setup policies and choose the app that is uploaded, and then add it as a pin, and you can arrange the location of the app. And then after a while, I think it's 20 minutes or maximum for 24 hours, it will be available in the whole Teams tenant for everyone within the company. If I add an app or a Power App or a Power BI dashboard, these are the steps. Just go to your team, click on Add a tab, and then choose the check-in points or the Power BI report, so you can edit as a tab into your Teams. But this is just a simple user settings that you can choose out of. So here, that's the whole process and the setups. And now I want to show you how this looks like. I see I still have a lot of time left, so I can show from the beginning. over here. Oh, so I go to my SharePoint site. Are there any questions for so far? Maybe, you can see if there are any questions? No? Okay. Then here I am in my SharePoint environment, and I have check-in and check-out location list. This is the list that I've used to upload all the necessary information. As I said before, if I click on new, some work descriptions, who is the person in charge, what kind of service, okay, what kind of service is this kind of appointment, and then the status by default it is started, set as started, and the longitude and the latitude coordinate it's grabbed from the your mobile device, or you can fill in by yourself, and also on check-in dates, the dates that I come into to do my appointment, and the remarks field. So not something fancy, just the basic informations that I need to know. Then I go over to my Power BI. Here is my Power BI desktop. Maybe I can do a demo from new. This is the Power BI desktop, the one you installed on your Windows or on your laptop machine, and then when the connection, you say, hey, do my get data, or over here. I say online services, and then SharePoint list. Say connect. Just do a copy on my list. Control C. Here I can grab the data, and this is the location. I say get connected. Then it used my credentials. Microsoft.com. And then it will now connect to my okay, edit. Yeah, over here there's some data source settings, because my clear my permissions. So then I can start over again. Get data. SharePoint list. Say okay. I just need to reset my password, so that's why I have to do this again. Microsoft.com. Not sure why this is okay. You will see with a live demo it will get some problems. Maybe only the site. Let's see if this will be okay. Yeah. Over here, you see the connections, and then I can choose what kind of lists. Okay, sorry, this is the wrong list. Last time. Grab data, more. This time I have to choose this from the site. Then, yeah. Here I get my SharePoint site as an URL. And then here I choose check-in and check-out location. This is my SharePoint list. Then I click on transform data. And as I mentioned before, you can see here on the right-hand side here, person in charge. That's an ID number. And that refers to the tenant ID, users ID. So I grab over to the right side and I find the field value as text. That's here, over here. I click on the filter. It's loading all the columns. And I unselect all the columns and I say person in charge. I say OK. And then here you see the names are now available, display names. So that's all the things you have to do if you connect it with a SharePoint list. Close and apply. And now all the data is now into my Power BI desktop on the right-hand side. So now I can start with visualization. I'm not doing all the things, but now in the visualizations, I can say, hey, give me an donor chart. And here on the right side, I can grab a person. This is person in charge. I can say, hey, show me who, this is ID. Here, this one, I need this one. Here you can see the name of this person. Maybe I select the status and some services. So you can see this into the value. So you can play around with the data, but so you can visualize your information that you have get from the SharePoint list. So this is one thing. The second thing is click on the Power Apps for Power BI icon. You click over here and then you see this little wizard. Over here, I also have to select the fields that I want to connect it with Power BI. In this case, I select all the fields, let's say the longitude, the latitude, all the things that you think you needed into Power Apps, you select it over here. Person in charge ID, but also the field name, check-in data, service status, title, and remarks. So over here, I get all the information, and then I say create a new Power App. So over here, now the integration is made. Then it will switch over to the Power App Studio. And you see over here, all the information are ready and gallery will be loaded, but everything is with this component. You see the Power BI integration. In the gallery, you see Power BI integration.data. So all the data are now available into your Power App. So over here, you can say, hey, I select an title field. I change this into, let's say, title. So then you see all the information, and over here you can do your changes. If I save this and I publish this, it will also publish into the Power BI dashboard. Finally, when all things are done, you can publish this, and then the report is into the cloud. It's now available for others to use and to see. This part I have done this already. You can see it over here. I have created some tables. This is just a table from SharePoint list, but define the nice part of Power BI is when I click on one thing, all the others will be interactive. So it's only see all the work in process, like let's say, or all the started issues. You can see it will be filtered automatically. Also, I have a second tab over here, and that's the check-in tab. This is just the Power App. I use the Power App for Power Apps for Power BI, and here my Power App is integrated. I published this Power BI, and then I can use it. So now I switch over to my Power BI. I click. I leave this. I don't use this. I use my own Power App that I've created. That's the check-in point. I edit this one. Now the Power App is loaded. It's loading, and I think it will show it. I create a tablet modus. I prefer to use it in tablet modus because I can use the whole screen. If I put it into my my team, then it's the whole white with the screen that I'm using. So I like to use the tablet modus more than the Power App, the mobile phone one. Refresh this again. Check in. Click on edit. Hope this is loading quick here. Quicker this time. Okay, I wait a while. I switch over to Power Automate. Maybe this takes some time to load. I'm not sure, but over here I have two flows. The one flow is start the flow with a trigger. The trigger of this flow is a button. So it's a manual input. And over here, you see I have a drop-down list created, and those fields are the same as the choice field of the SharePoint list as a service. So I have to select one of the services. I have an extra field for work description and also one for the remarks. When this is clicked, then I also edit into an Excel table for sure, just for sure. And over here it's saved in my OneDrive for Business, and here's the location, and all the information are over here. So you can see that's this one. And then the name, the check-in, the longitude and latitude coordinates will be filled in, and also the full address, just for sure if there's anything else missing. So I have an extra check. Over here, grab my profile. Because I'm using Power Automate logged in as a user, so Power Automate automatically know who you are and who is the person who opened the Power App or the Power Automate. In the conditions, I said if the information of the second question, in this case work description, if it's not empty or it is filled in, and then put it with remarks or without remarks. So over here, create a new item, put all the information that we know, and this is a create a new item into my SharePoint list. Finally, send me an update on my mobile phone. That's the first flow. And the second flow, that's a Power Power App refresh. It's just a trigger to refresh my data source. In this case, I've saved my Power App data set into my workspace, and then here I select refresh my collaboration check-in report and then save it. So I hope my Power App will show. Not sure why my Power App doesn't load, but you will see, and when I do the live demos, not everything will go as well. The demo gods are not helping, not standing on my side today. Here I see the connections. If I go to the Power App, I see the check-in, the collections that I need, and also the Power App link to Power Automate is also available, but I'm not sure why I don't see my Power App. Let me see. If I click on live showing, okay, this will show up. Then I do it with this. The app doesn't load. I'm not sure why, but this is the same app that I've created. You can see this is the list, the whole list of the SharePoint. It's just the same as the SharePoint list. Let's say monthly checking on machine, and I click over here. The monthly checking on machine is over here. This all the settings is loading. The data of the SharePoint list is loading. Here I have a filter by work in process, on hold tickets, started appointments. Let's say I click on all. This is my monthly checking machine. I can click on the tab, and then you see all the details into a Power App form. I can also edit my form, and then they say, hey, the status is now on hold because of need to check again, and then I can say save. If I use this Power App into my my mobile phone, then I can also use the camera control. So I can grab, click on attachment, and then I can make a photo. And if I use it on my machine, then I can click on attachment. Then I can attach a file from my desktop. So I can grab a photo, or I'm not sure what's this. I can grab an image, and then I can attach this into my item. So over here I have I use the new view map view component. I click on map view, and here you can see the views of the coordinates. I can see all the check-in locations of my Power App. I can zoom in, I zoom out. As I said, I'm living in the Netherlands, so the check-in positions, it will grab the coordinates in the Netherlands, and then you see, if I zoom in, here is the daily maintenance machine, and here was another one talking about Microsoft Teams possibilities. So you can see all the informations over here. I can also say, hey, add an extra check-in point. Let's say, I'm not sure it can find Lisbon. Yeah, I can see some name. Just click on one. I say add a new check-in point. Descriptions, new check-in in Lisbon. Select the service. Just see what's save. So over here, I've just created a new check-in. And in my Power App, in my SharePoint list, a new item has been created, and that's this one. Okay, then we go over to the report. And the report, this is connected with Power BI. Also, you can see all the informations are now available. You can see I have some simple dashboard views created, visualizations. Click over the status, and this report will be available into the app that's integrated. So there's this one. I show you the flows, and final part, I go to my Teams. This is the Teams on the browser. It's also available. I have uploaded into, you can click over here, on the left hand side, apps, and upload a custom app over here. I already upload the app, and you can see here's my check-in point, Power App, which is available. On the left hand side, I've also uploaded a Pokemon memory game, and I put it on the left hand side as a button. But over here, you can see my check-in point is available. I can click on this, then the Power App will also load up into my Teams. So the same app is also as an app available in my Power App on my mobile phone, on my tablet, but also integrated now in my Teams as an extra button on the left-hand side. Also, you see here new check-in Lisbon, all the features, all the information are available. Then if I go over to my Teams, I have a Teams channel called Services. If I click on Services, you can see if I click on Add and Tap, then you can choose out of different apps that is available as a tab into your Teams. In this case, if I click on Power BI, it will load, and I can select a report that is available. In this case, in my workspace environment, I click on the Collabdays check-in report, and I say Save. Then the Power BI report will be loaded directly into my Teams as a tab. But I already did this. This is the same Power BI. But also I can choose out of a Power App. There's the check-in point that I have uploaded. I already did this. You can see a new tab, check-in point. If I click, then my app is loaded as a tab in my team. So you can see there are different ways to integrate the Power App into your team. You can use it as a full page in your team, like this one, as a full page. But you can also into a team in a team channel as a tab. Services, and then I click on check-in point, and you can see here's my Power App as a team tab. I still have some time left. If you want to, I can also link it into my mobile phone and show it how it looks like in my mobile phone. But I'm not sure if they still have any questions. Then I can answer them or show it into details if there are any steps unclear or not clearly.
Just one comment. Nice.
Sorry?
Just one comment. It's nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Please tell me. Oh, just one comment, no questions. Okay. yeah, so this is my demo that I can show, and I just finalized my power presentations for any questions, and of course I want to thank the sponsors once again. Feel free to join the rooms to see what kind of possibilities. I think for myself, VM backup will be interesting for my situations. So just feel free to get connected and ask for the possibilities. Once again, thank you for attending, and let's get connected. If any questions, feel free to contact me. If you have any problems or you want to see it once again or the showcases, I think the presentation slides will be shared, so you can do it in your own spare time or on working time. You can try it, give it a try, and yeah. So this is my demo, and I'm not sure if you want to see my demo on my mobile phone or
Yes,
see.
yes.
I still have a few minutes. Okay, yeah, then yeah. I can show it over here. This is a. Let's see how I can sync my mobile phone. Maybe now I lost my connection. I open this again once again. So here is my screen on my mobile. It's now shared. Over here, you can download the apps from the app stores or from the iOS Windows Store, iOS store. I open my Power App and also my check-in point. Here you can see my my Power App is now in my tablet modus, or my mobile phone is now in full width. So I can see that you can see here's the check-in of Lisbon is now available. And let's say I edit this. And let's attach some file. I can say create a photo, create a nice photo. I use it, and I can update the work in process, and I save this. So you can see it's just working on my mobile phone, on the tablet, also on the desktop. I can see work in process, the view map. Here's the view map. You can see I can zoom in and zoom out the map view, which also use the coordinates. And here's the view report. And it's just the Power BI dashboard. It's loading over here. And I also have a Power Automate app. On Power Automate, there is a button on the middle. Here on the middle, I can click on Demo Check-in Location. And here I just select one of the items. Testing purpose. Some remarks, and I say finished. Then the flow will be triggered, and also in the I see here over my SharePoint list. You see the testing purpose is now added into my SharePoint list. So there's multiple ways to share your. Let me stop this. There are multiple ways to share your information. It's also very well integrated with each applications. That's the main thing I want to show you in this in those demos. Let me see. So are there any questions so far? And you can think about what are the possibilities, what are the needs in my company, and then just give it a try in Power App, Power Automate, or even in Power BI to see how you can use this. And when the solutions are finished, you can also see how can we edit into a team, or just in a SharePoint page. You can use also use the components, the web parts to add a Power App into your SharePoint page, or just use the link that is provided from SharePoint. Sorry, from the Power Automate. If I click here over to share, you can share the app with other people. You can add it into a team, and also with the details, you can get a link. This is a web link, and with this web link, you can also use the app as an iframe or something like this to use this Power App in a browser. So this is all I want to show you, and let's see if there are any more questions I can show off demo or answer them.
No more questions.
No more questions? Okay. Where can I upload the PDF? The slides? Just over here?
You have our email, correct?
Sorry, no?
You have our email.
Ah, okay. Yep. Well, then I just want to thank you all for attending. And if there are any questions, feel free to connect or ask. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was a great session.
Thank you. Thank you, Nino.